This is Irontrader. It is Monday morning, so it's time to go to work. So as usual, we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have crude oil, your daily and your weekly chart. Now, before we get started here, remember the OPEC meeting is on October 2nd. That's a little ways away here, but, just put it on your back burner. And also this week, everything will be the same. API report will be at Tuesday at 4:30. The EIA report for crude will be at Wednesday at 10:30, and then Thursday for the natural gas at 10:30, and then your rig count there on Friday. Okay, but what you really want to do also is pay attention here to all the news. There's a big brouhaha going on there in the Middle East, and that could affect crude here big time. Now, when we look at this chart here, okay, I pointed this out many a times. You got the double top situation, and you really are downtrending here. So even if this price gets all the way up to the 50-day, you're still in a downtrend. Okay, here on the old crude ski. Okay, plus this time of the year with the seasonality, you really want to go short there. We're gonna see how it plays out this year because we have the election year. You have the big, all the wars going on, everything like that. But really, the trade is short all the way till about the first week of December. Once we start getting into October here, but let's just see how it all shakes out because sometimes it just doesn't work like that. Okay. So here's what we're looking for today. This is going to be the key level here. Is going to be right there. It's going to be that 71.15. That's your 21 simple moving average. And then your 8-day is right below that at 70.36. Now you can see here how nicely this 8-day is curling up here. See this? This is very, very nice. Now again, if you can cross that 21-day and the 21-day is rounding up here, you can push the price up here to that 50-day very, very easily here. Okay, very, very easily. Now, but you also have to look at when you get up to those resistant levels like here. Okay, see how we got to that 200-day? Stopped dead, you double topped, came down. Right to the 100-day, stopped dead, and then came down. Same way here. Now, I didn't make it right to the 200-day, but pretty much right there, and then she came right on down here. So let's just see how this shakes out here if we can get back up to that 50-day. But right now, what we do is we have some sideways action, but you notice that it's getting very, very tight. Okay, so usually when you have that wedge situation, something's going to break. Is it going to break up or she's going to break down? So today we had a list a little bit higher high here. Okay, so we had 71.68. Let me just pick this up here a little bit. Okay, so we had 71.68 here so far, compared to Friday at 71.45. So the next level we're looking for is going to be that 71.92 level, okay, sitting right there. And then we can just work yourself right on up here. See what we have here? You got 72.58. Look at the bottom of that candle. Okay, we look at the bottom here. You have 72.83. That's your next resistance. And then we just come right across here. You got a 73.52 level. And then we start rallying all the way up here till we get to your 416, and then we have 74.38. But realistically, this 50-day 74.50, that's going to be key. Now you can see where the 50-day crossed the 200-day, and you're sliding on the way down. Your 100-day crossed the 200-day. So this is like downtrending. So if this gets up into this area, this is going to be your target. But we have to see what happens if and when it gets there. That's going to be very, very key. Now, downside, very, very simple, okay? Right here, this is what you want to watch, that 71.15 and then that 8 SMA at 70.36. Now, again, if that is lost here, then what we can do here is we come right down here to this bottom of this candle here, okay? So you're looking at 69.61. That's going to be your next support level. And then we'll come right to the bottom of this candle at 69.13. And then we have your 68.58 level. Now, you can see here, see? This is going to be strong level because look at how many times that you basically hit it, okay? So you come in all the way from this candle to this candle, right that candle, this candle, all the way through. So that's going to be a good support level here. If it gets down to that level, that would be at that 68.58 level. Now, again, if that's lost, then we come right to the top here. You're looking at 67.97, and we'll look to the bottom of that candle, 67.24, and then work yourself down to that 65.27. That's the big retest. But right now, we're holding this 8-day, and we're right at that 21-day. So right now, we're looking here pretty good. Now, when we take a look at the weekly chart here, you can see we put that bottoming tail in here a couple weeks back. And now we're going to see, and then we had last week, we had that higher high and higher low kind of situation. Now we're looking for that 8-day. Okay, so you're looking at that 72.63. So when you come over here looking at that 72.58 level, that'd be about right where it is on a daily chart. But this is going to be very, very crucial. Now you can see here on the weekly and how many times that it went right on up here, but where did it close below it? Okay, right on up here and close below it. Right there, couldn't even get above it. Okay, so this is going to be very, very strong resistance going up higher. Okay, so that's what you always want to know. Okay, again, if you can get above that, well, then we have this target up here at that 74.50. Now we look at your RSI here. You're looking flat right now, so this could go either way because obviously we have flat candles. But this is bullish here. Your green is over your red, but that doesn't mean it can't roll back over. But it also can go up higher and retest that 50-day, and this would have that nice good spread going to the upside. Okay, MACD here, well, it's trying to bottom and curl right on up here, but just the problem with this is the seasonality part of it. The summer driving is done. Demand is really done kind of a situation. So this is basically a good war premium that's going on here. And if that comes out in a situation, you come all the way down to this level here very, very easily. Okay, so just always remember that. Okay, so right now, what you want to watch today is just watch this 21-day. Very, very key. If that's lost, then we watch that key 8 estimate. Upside, watch the top of this candle, okay, 71.92. And that we just follow the candles all the way up until we hit that 50 SMA here. But watch this. This is going to be very, very crucial because of the past. Now, again, this watches on a weekly basis by Friday. That's going to be key. So it could blast all the way up here, just like what this hit here, and it did here. But where did it close by the end of the week? That's going to be very, very crucial. Okay, let's take a look here now at natural gas. Okay, here we have natural gas. Now you can see here on a weekly chart here how nice this is. Okay, see where your 8-day now came all the way down here, but now look how nice she's rolling up. Look at your 21-day, how it's rolling up. If you can cross that 50, look at the nice targets that we have here at this 100 SMA here. Okay, so this is looking very, very bullish. Look how many weeks we have the green candle. So we got to see how we have this week here. Now your MACD here, your green crossed over your red. That shows it's very, very bullish. And the momentum is to the upside. This here is only at 55, plenty of room to run on up here. Now, daily chart. Okay, well, what do we have Friday? See, we had this. Well, actually, this was Friday. This would be last Thursday. We had this bottoming candle, but you notice that it closed above this key 200, the 21-day, never even got down to the 21-day, and we closed above the 8-day, and you went right into that 100-day. Now, Friday, what did it do? Well, you held that candle situation, half of that, and then she rallied up and made it even higher high because your big time resistance was right here at 2.436, and then we went all the way up here to this 2.46, and then today so far we hit this 2.449. Very, very nice. So this is looking very, very bullish. Okay, so I always say just look right to the left of the chart here. This is what we're looking for at 2.48. You went up just 2.49, just a smidge above it. But you notice that so far it isn't holding it. Okay, so you got a little topper right there. But the next level that you want to do is just look to the bottom of this candle, 2.51, and then look right there, 2.57, and then we have that 2.60. So basically, just watch right there, the top of this candle, 2.60. That is your next going to be target zone. And then we just follow this bad boy right on up here. Okay, we come right up there. You got 2.63. We can come over here. You have 2.67 level. You have, let me, what I got there, 2.69. And then we can just keep right on going. You have 2.73, and then you follow the candles right on up. And then your big resistance level is going to be when you have these price channels. These are just these blue lines. You just bring that right across. That's what you're going to be looking for. Okay, and then bring that right across until we get all the way up to that retest. Now, seasonality is in play here for the old natural gas. Okay, so always remember that. Now, your MACD looking good, green over your red, looking very, very good. You got plenty of room to run here. This is only sitting at 62. Now, here, let's just take a look at the downside. Always got to look at the downside. Now, it looks like we got a little topping situation, but let's just see how that shakes out. You got a lot of day left. This is like not even 7 o'clock. Okay, so what do we want to watch here on the downside? So you're sitting right now at 2.46. What we do is we come over and just follow the candles just in reverse of what we did. 2.436, okay? And then what we have here, you got 2.40, and then your key level is going to be right there at that 2.36. Now, you notice that this 8 days, over that 21-day, over the 50-day, over the 200-day, and now you just crossed over that 100-day. Very, very bullish, okay? I always say, once we get that price above it, then she just goes higher. When you get it below it, well, you know, obviously, okay, this is below it. This is above it. Okay. See the big difference? Okay. So we had a nice double bottom situation here. Okay. Always look for those chart patterns. If you want to learn about chart patterns or candlesticks or seasonality, just go to my playlist. It's all right there for you. Okay. So this had a nice double bottom. And then that contract roll gapped right up. Now the contract roll started yesterday, and we'll see when she clicks right on over. Now, again, if this sells down, say this sells down today, and say, oh, it's selling right down. If this sells down to this 8 simple moving average down here, okay, or even you are even close to this, that's a good buying opportunity to take this thing longer. Okay, so I am long 5,000 shares from this area here, and I scalp and I trade 5,000 shares. Because what I like about natural gas, the same way with crude, it seems like it always gives you a chance to get in. Look at these candles, okay? They're not just little dinky candles. They give you a chance. Okay, so look at what like Friday's candle. It got as low as 2.31, and then your high is 2.46. A lot of good juice right there, okay? So that's what I like trading it, but I also like holding it. And then when we get to that first, second week of December, I take off, okay, my long position, and then I probably will be going short there on natural gas because the season is pretty much done. The futures will be going forward there. Okay, so today this is what you want to watch. You obviously want to watch today's high. That's that 2. Roughly 49. If you can get above that, then you just follow the candles, okay, all the way on up. Okay, just follow these candles here, 2.52, 2.57, and then we're looking for that 2.60. Downside, just follow these candles. Right there is what you're looking for on a support basis. Okay, it doesn't always have to come down to that 8 SMA. A lot of times it doesn't, but then look for the top of this candle. Okay, 2.43, that's what you're looking for the next support. Looking at 2.40, then we'll come over here. We're looking at 2.37, and then we have this right here, 2.36 level. Okay, but if it comes down here and holds this 8-day on a closing basis, that'd be an opportunity, buying opportunity to take that bad boy long. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here at midday trading. We'll take a look and see what crude oil is doing and what natural gas is doing, and then we throw something else in the old mix. Now, again, October, just always keep in mind here, into September and October is very, very fickle. Okay, so the market is big squeeze. It can go variable. Okay, big swings, I should say. But always watch that downside. October is always usually a bad month for stocks, and it can bring a lot of stuff right on down here. But the end of the year, I think once we get in the U.S. here past this election, then I think we can have a nice rally going into the end of the year. So always remember, put a stop loss in here. I use either like a break-even stop there if I'm scalping, or like a 1% kind of a deal. Okay, so if you're trading a stock at like say $50, okay, and put a stop loss in there at 49, you're only going to lose a little bit. Okay, and then if the stock keeps on rising up there, just keep raising your stop up, and don't be afraid. Take some money, put it in your pocket. That's why we're trading here. Okay, trade what's in front of you, not what you want.